Let's talk about creating abstract art from a place of emotion. And I know everybody has different ways of going about it, which is what I love, to be honest. But I come from a place of emotion, and I like that I can get my art to make people feel something. So I'm just finishing up a really large amount of landscape, abstract, horizon type paintings, because it's honestly like my first love within the world of abstract art. So I'm going to show you some examples as it relates to that. But I always start from a place of emotion or intention. So with this intention that I chose, it's a sense of peace, which is, as you know by now, I love to create. All my art has an overall sense of calming, and that relates to me as an artist and me as a person. So yours is going to relate to you. You may love bold energy, and you may feel the need to bring it in because you want something uplifting, and that brings a cheerfulness or whatever it is into your space and with your art. So mine is this. It's a sense of calm, always an underlying sense of calm in all my paintings. And from there, I'll say, okay, I already know that part. So what else do I want to feel? Well, I like a mysteriousness to it as well. So I'm going to bring those two together, and I want my intention to be a calm with a little nuance of maybe mystery in there. And I'll carry it throughout the painting, and then I'll go about choosing colors, and I'll work on maybe 6 or 8 of them at a time, and that way I don't overwork. So taking that in mind, the paintings here behind me are the ones that I chose for this, and it was a new color for me to work with. I used my traditional brown, which I love, and played around with phthalo green and a little bit of blue, turquoise blue, or blue-green, I should say. It's a different color. They're new colors for me. And so this was me getting out of my comfort zone of those particular colors, bringing in the two emotions together as my intention, and creating a moody, abstract horizon type landscape, and most of them are focusing on the sky. And then I wanted to go, like, my latest thing is how minimal can I get? And I'm going to show you here, but I got it on some, I didn't get it on some, and that's okay too. So let's take a look at these. Now, you can see they have a clear overall dominant color on all of them, and they're mostly focused on the sky, which is what I'm fascinated most with, and you have to keep that in mind for yourself as well. And these colors, I just love this phthalo green because it comes across as this electric green. And I'm using it as the sky. And these are desert landscapes, and we really do get some really cool effects like this in the desert here. So I've worked on maybe a total of 10 within this color palette, and these are the ones so far that I am actually happy with, that I feel capture that overall mood. And you can see I started with, this was my first, and I wasn't actually that thrilled with it, but I decided to keep it. And it's a new composition for me, a new type of composition. This is what I'm more used to. And then this was bringing in a little bit more of that contrast with different tools. And I wanted to get more minimal. And so I finally arrived at something like this, which for me is quite minimal. And I can already see it pushing me in a new direction. And so when you are doing all of this and starting, a great way to just stay on track with all this is write it down. What is your intention? What creatively do you want to feel from that, right? We talk about this all the time, but that is your strongest foundation. Because if you lose track with where you are, happens to all of us at some point, right? It is so much easier for you to come back to that. Okay, what was I doing again with all these? Oh, that's what it was. I have it written down, and I can sit with it and meditate on it as I'm looking at these for a little bit. And all of that is going to help me drop back into that mindset so that I can start up again with my next line of paintings. And if you just keep doing this and stay true to that creative emotion and what you want to bring in, starting with an emotion, that's going to just get you to an entire series. And at the end of that, what you have, if you want to go on to sell or show your work, what you have is a strong body of work with a consistent color palette and a consistent theme. Like these are all horizons, landscapes. Like there's a lot of consistency that comes in. So when you go to present it to a gallery or you put it up on your website, the first thing they're gonna look at it and they're gonna go, oh, okay, I get what this person is about. This is what their work is about. And there's no confusion. And that's the best way to start communicating an emotional intent to the viewer.